North Carolina's only private, single specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof. From consultations and joint injections to on site laboratory, x ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another incredible, another awesome episode of your favorite weekend show. This is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network. Yes, this is the show where we share stories, we celebrate culture, and then we inspire community from right here, the heart of Eastern North Carolina, to the rest of the world. Yes, I'm your host, the man, the McCall, Victor Ihuka. And as always, I have my guys, my goons, my amigos, my oremis, Yes, AY and Patrick, my former friends. Yes, how you guys doing?
Yo, guys. Good morning, Greenville. Good morning, Pitt County. We are very, very excited to be here. This is AY, and I'm here with the whole crew. Patrick, why are you looking like this? Why are you looking sad?
Patrick is always half
Anyways,
asleep.
we have a very, very packed show for you this
Yes,
morning.
so-
We're going to be talking about something very, very important that
Something
that
Patrick
every
doesn't have.
that everybody wants to talk about, or maybe not. And we hope that you have a very, very awesome time this morning with us. So get seated, call your neighbors, your friends, your families,
sir.
everyone you know. Tell them that the most lively crew on radio is live.
Yeah.
Patrick.
Good morning.
Are you happy, Patrick?
The most lively crew on radio is live. Don't leave me.
Patrick, are you happy?
I don't know.
It's too early to.
Yes,
so,
it's early. Good morning once again. This is Patrick on the 1, the 2, the 3, the awesome radio. And it's an amazing Saturday morning. The sun is out. It feels amazing.
So I'm on Sunday morning.
No, Saturday morning.
Okay, I thought I had Sunday morning.
It's Donnarumma
Saturday
is
morning.
stressing.
Yes, my
Pep
team is
Guardiola.
doing some nonsense in the EPL. So that is throwing me off a little bit. But yeah, it's I'm in the studio with the whole crew, and we're having fun as always.
Yeah.
Let's take it away.
Yeah, so no good morning to Antarctica. Good
No,
morning
my team is not
to
doing well. So
yeah. So for context, Manchester United Football Club is playing Manchester City. So Manchester
In
United
the red corner.
the right hand side is AY Manchester United, and the left hand corner is Manchester City. Patrick. So yes,
The game
Manchester
is still
United
on
is
now,
winning,
so
right?
It's too early.
I'm calling it a draw.
It's 2-0 now, bro. 2-0.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
That's wild.
Yes.
Yes,
that's
anyway,
2-0.
hey, let's focus. Yes, we have a chat. Anita Sheye 002. Hello from Concord. Yes. Thank you for joining us wherever you're listening to. Thank you. So how's yours week been?
Well, it's been first week of lectures, classes, and it's been, most of it has been, introductory. This is what we're going to be doing this semester. So, and then look, this is what you should prepare with for next week and all. So it's not been very hectic yet.
Oh yeah,
brace up for impact.
that's good to know. How about you, Patrick? How's your week been?
it's been good. Already had a bunch of homeworks, but everything's still under control. It's not too busy as AY said. Mostly intros for some of the classes. Like for one class, I have a professor from Ghana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Uh,
Yeah, I didn't think I would ask.
Frimpong.
Bro, you just call him Frimpong because
No, no,
I know
no,
Jeremy
no,
Frimpong.
no.
That's
Seriously,
a soccer
his
player.
name is Frimpong or Okpo something, I think.
Oppo something. Hey,
Yes,
guy.
Okpo. Yeah.
I'm disappointed in you.
What?
You don't know your professor's name,
I know
bro.
it's Frimpong Okpo or something. It's OKPO.
That's the okay. Let me believe you half-heartedly. But yes. It's amazing. It's been an amazing week. It's the weekend before my birthday, guys. You know, yeah. Yes. It's the weekend before my birthday.
Yes.
yeah.
How old are you turning?
Old enough, bro.
75.
Yeah.
Old enough, man. Look at this small.
You see, so this is a setup. This is in English literature. It's called
So,
what?
are you asking about my football age or my real age? That is interesting. Yes, it's still live on Awesome Radio Network, and we have a show packed for you. We'll be bringing you the top community news recap right after the break. Don't touch that dial. We'll see you on the other side. Boom.
I'm Dr. Kyle Harner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Living with arthritis or joint pain doesn't have to limit your life. At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, where Eastern North Carolina's only private, single specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof. From consultations and joint injections to on-site laboratory, x-ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center.
Where your journey to health begins. Thank you for listening to the Awesome Radio Network. Visit us online, awesomeradionetwork.org. Choose the station you would like to listen to on the radio dial or online. Awesome Radio.
Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you're tuned into Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio. Yes, we have the chats coming in. Anita Shea says, happy early birthday. Yes, happy early birthday, babe. Yes, Muhavangozi Ihuka says, hello, guys. Happy New Year. Yes, shout out to you, Mom C. Happy New Year to you too. Yes, before we get to anything else, yes, let's get to our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center. Yes, shout out to Carolina Arthritis Center for presenting our top community news recap. Yes, let's go.
Okay, I think I'll just take the first news there. It says Pitt County Free Diabetes Support Groups return in 2026.
Yes, Pitt County Public Health is offering a free monthly diabetes support group throughout 2026 for people living with diabetes, as well as caregivers and supporters. The group focuses on practical tools, education, and encouragement to help participants manage diabetes and improve daily health. Meetings take place every second Wednesday of the month from 10 to 11:30 a.m. at the Pitt County Health Department, located at 201 Government Circle, Greenville, North Carolina. No registration is required. Topics range from nutrition and fitness to food care, kidney health, and managing diabetes during holidays. For more information, residents can contact Paddy Columb, Diabetes Community Care Coordinator at 252 902 2332. That number is 252 902 2332. You can learn more at pittcountync.gov. Yes, moving on.
We have Greenville combines city services for for easier access.
Yes, the city of Greenville has merged two departments to form a new community and development services department, aiming to improve efficiency and make city services easier for residents and businesses to access. The move brings planning, housing, business support, inspections, and permitting under one umbrella. City leaders say the change will create a one-stop shop for permits and inspections, reducing the need for residents and builders to visit multiple offices. The department will also advance city council priorities like affordable housing and implementing Greenville's new development rules. Yes, moving on.
Yes, the next news here says ECU Health earns National Cancer Care accreditation.
Yes, ECU Health has received system-wide accreditation from the American College of Surgeons Commission on Cancer, recognizing its commitment to high-quality, standardized cancer care across Eastern North Carolina. The accreditation means patients can expect the same high standards of cancer care at all ECU Health hospitals and clinics, including prevention, diagnosis, treatment, and survivorship services. Leaders say this milestone ensures advanced care stays close to home for communities across the region. Come on, one time for ECU Health. Yes, yes, yes. Big things are going. Big things are going. Yes, for our final news of the day, guys, what do we have?
We have ECU celebrates research win amid a challenging year.
Yes, East Carolina University reached a major milestone in 2025 by earning R1 research status, placing it among the top research universities in the country. The university also saw its highest enrollment since 2021, driven by transfer students and growth in online flight path programs for adult learners. At the same time, ECU faced challenges including budget cuts, the elimination of some academic programs, campus safety concerns, and changes to diversity related policies across the UNC system. University leaders say ongoing construction projects, leadership appointments, and research growth position ECU for long term impact despite a complex year. Yes, that's all we have for you today at on our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center. If you still want to see some of this news recap, you can go on all our social media and you will see it all there across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and everywhere else you get your news. Yes,
And Twitch.
yes, Twitch. Yes, we're streaming live on
Are you
Twitch too.
okay? I thought you were saying you're putting.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
on
yeah.
Twitch.
Well, you never know, man. Maybe he has plans. You know. Yes, 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 yes. These are our stories today. Yes, and as always, if you're a business, non-profit, or you're a brand looking to reach an engaged local audience, yes, we provide opportunities for you to put your advertising on our show. You can reach Kuru Creatives, or you can call us, or any of us, on 252-347-8864. Yes. Now to the crux of the matter. This
Yes,
week
boss.
on Pitt Perspectives on our Community Voices section, um, we are we are talking about a very powerful topic. We're talking about money, money talks. And shout out to everyone who listened and called in last week. We it was very interesting.
Yeah,
And I wish we would have continued that conversation, but we
our
want to
guy
keep it
at the top.
fresh too. Yeah, we don't want to say one thing and our
And
guy
our
at the
guy at the
top
top
will
is-
say something else. But yes, yes, yes. This week we are talking about money talks. Why are we afraid to discuss finances? Money shapes almost everything. Some people say money is everything, but you can only say that if you have money too. Yes, money shapes almost everything. Money shapes where we live, the stress we carry, the choices we make, and the opportunities we can access. Yet, for many of us, money remains one of the hardest things to talk about openly. So we are asking folks today, why do you think money is such a sensitive topic to talk about in the open? And then we're also asking, should financial conversations be more open or are some things better kept private? And the last question, I think one of the favorite ones for me this week is, what's one money lesson you wish you had learned earlier in life? So, what do you think? Why do you think money is such a sensitive topic? Should financial conversations be more open? And then, what's one money lesson you wish you had learned earlier in life? So, I wonder if we would have like a timer, to say, hey, everyone gets 3 minutes or 2 minutes and 50 seconds or 4 minutes.
Don't worry.
But yeah.
I give my time to Patrick.
So yes, we would like to hear from you, and as always, our phone lines are 252-756-2008, 252-756-2008. Would like to hear from you. So I think a natural first place to start would be from some of our guys, and who better to start with than the resident Gen Z who doesn't have a lot of money.
Rich Victor.
I don't have a lot either, but yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I shot myself on the foot.
yeah. So
Okay.
don't.
No bro, shame yes.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, you guys are waiting to pounce on me. My God, be judgy. All right. So yes, I want to start with you, Patrick. Why do you think money is still such a sensitive topic, or is money even a sensitive topic with you? Yes.
I don't think it's as sensitive as I mean, it still kind of is. It depends who I'm talking to.
And
for
it
the most-
depends what. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And for the most part, it depends. Like, yes, okay, it's very sensitive.
It makes
like-
it sensitive if you're looking at who you're talking to and then you're like, okay, should I not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not too sensitive
So it means you
because
can't talk to just anybody about it.
no.
Or I
of course not.
Sensitive then.
but I also think it's also like the aspect of money we're
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
true.
too. So if you're talking about like personal money as far as like personal stuff, then you can. But let me not take your time. Go ahead though.
Yeah. So it I think it depends for the most part. And yes, it's private, of course. Can't just meet anybody and be like, I have such amount of money, or I don't have such amount of money. You know,
Okay.
like for me to talk finance with a person, like I should have known them like for a while.
Mm.
And there's a reason why I would talk to them about finances. I wouldn't just talk to them about finances.
Right.
Like there really has to be a reason why I'm talking to them about finances. Like for example, my brother or my mom or my dad, and then anybody else outside is like, we're going on a break shortly. We'll be right back. We're still on
Oh,
Awesome
yes.
Radio.
Awesome Radio Network is gearing up for our annual Mother's Day and Father's Day gift bag giving for the residents at McGregor Downs Health Center. $10 will sponsor one bag. If you would like to donate towards this community event, contact us 252-756-3137. And together we can show the love of Jesus, encourage and brighten the hearts of the residents during their stay at the McGregor Downs Health Center, Greenville. Donor's name, organization can be attached to the cards if desired. To learn more about this annual community event, contact us at 252-756-3137. That's 252-756-3137. We are a 501c3 organization under Community Care Fellowship doing business as Awesome Radio Network, where God gets the glory. Thank you for listening to the Awesome Radio Network. Visit us online, awesomeradionetwork.org. Choose the station you would like to listen to on the radio dial or online. Awesome Radio.
Yes. Welcome back, and shout out to everyone listening and everyone watching across social media. This is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network. Yes, we share stories, we celebrate culture, and then we inspire community from right here in the heart of Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. Yes, and feel free to drop your conversations on the chat. We're talking about money today. We're asking folks, why is money such a sensitive topic to talk about? And then, should financial conversations be more open, or are some things better kept private? And then, finally, the biggest one: what's one money lesson you wish you had learned earlier in life? Yes, my mom is listening, so yeah, I have to be, you know, have that in mind too. But hey, yeah, nothing to worry about. I'm an adult. But yes, we want to hear from you. 252-756-2008. Yes, but if you can see the smile on AY's face
Yeah, just
on the screen, yeah, his Sims has scored a third goal. So and then I'm excited too for Greenville United, this
Yeah,
summer, and
coming,
the World
coming,
Cup is
coming.
coming too. But yeah, back to our conversation. Would like to hear from you. 252-756-2008. Let's talk about money. Yes, the resident Gen Z in the building was saying something before we, went on that break. Yes,
Yeah, I was saying that if I talk to anybody about money, it has to be a reason behind it.
right.
And for like also at this age, it depends what kind of work you do. Let me elaborate. So if you're like on all these social media platforms doing say
Content.
yes, doing content around money,
Okay.
uh like for example you're doing trades or drop shipping or what do you call it,
Investments,
forex
yeah.
or all these things.
Right.
Stock
It's
market.
yes, you have to show people how much money you've made for them to believe you
Okay. You would
that
think.
you are legit.
Okay.
No, but that's how it works. Like every person that says forex, whatever, they have to show that hey, I made some money, so you can believe that what I'm saying is true.
Okay. I see
So you
what you
have to
mean.
show that kind of money. So that's the kind of job it goes into.
Right.
Um, and even for a social media influencer, when
Right.
you look for a new brand deal or whatever, they always ask the question, have you done brand deals before? And if you did, how much money did you make from it? So they know how much you're worth or something at that point.
Right.
So that's how it goes. And then, of course, growing up in South Africa, you don't speak about money outside. Like, you don't, because money is a dangerous thing.
Okay.
If you go outside announcing that you have money, you're going to attract the wrong crowd.
Well, there is that too. I mean, even
So,
yeah. Go ahead though.
yeah. So, if you go outside, say you have money right now in your pocket, you don't go outside screaming that I have money. Or even if you're rich, you don't go around, partying and saying, "Hey, I have money," because
That's
that
interesting.
attracts a lot of, a lot of unwanted attention.
That's a very interesting question.
So I
in
think
the
we have,
comments.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So
Zinishika.
Janishika says, I have a question for y'all. Um, has your perception of money changed since being in the US? How much of the culture and media influence your perception?
That's
Interesting.
interesting. Yes, I mean, I think you're a natural progression to continue with that conversation.
Well, my perception of money has changed a bit since I
Okay.
got to the US,
Okay.
but I would not really attribute it to being in the US. I just think it's the progression of time, the fact that
Okay.
or maybe I mean the environment will always count for something, but the time I've spent here, I've also learned a lot.
Right.
I've grown, taking
I mean,
courses
change can
on
be
financial.
marginal
I've
too,
taken
but
financial courses.
yeah.
I just got an economics a master's degree, and
Right.
also all of that adds to that change in perception about
Right.
money.
Right.
So yes, I would say it has changed.
Right.
But
That's a good
maybe
thing
not
too.
necessarily because I'm now in the US. Or
Well,
maybe not.
I think there's nothing wrong in admitting that being here also
Of
sort
course.
of shapes some of that perception. So yes, I would think I think some of my things have changed. My perception about money. So think about it. For instance, you know how here you're paid by the hour, but that's not the case like back home in Nigeria. So
You pay by that?
no, I mean, yeah, you can. However, no, I mean,
Okay.
however amount you're making is resolved by the hour. So
Yeah,
if
the
you're
hourly
working,
pay, yeah.
yeah, it's an hourly pay. So however much, cause say you work
Yeah.
only 20 hours a week, however much you get paid is
Per
can be
hours.
resolved, by that's your
So
rate
I'm
for
not,
20
I'm,
hours
I'm
a
not
week.
I'm not trying to, but like
Okay.
if that is how you
No, I'm
measure
coming
it,
from somewhere. I'm
then
not even.
even back home too, even though they don't tell you this is how much, you can also
But it's not.
make it
It's
per
not
hour.
the same way it is over here.
Okay, so let me just be straight. What I'm
Okay.
getting at is the fact that I know people get paid per hour, in sense those
Okay.
that and I know some other people. I don't think your contract states that this is how much you're earning per hour. It just says this is how much you're earning. Do you get what I'm
So,
trying to say?
I mean,
That's the difference. You're
I'm
talking
actually saying that
And I'm
to
saying
get
here,
right. I'm saying I'm getting at something. I'm just passing through that conversation.
yeah.
The most of the times, right? Your payments here, I imagine, can be resolved to an hourly pay.
That's one of the first things you talk
Right.
about when you talk about pay.
That's one of the
In
like.
fact, in the job description, it tells you
Well,
We actually
hourly
have
oh,
a
pay.
caller.
okay,
But
we
I was
have
going
a
to
caller.
ask you if you
But
make it per
hold
hour,
on.
but don't worry, I'll just take this call.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio. This is Pete Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
This is Annie.
Yes, thank you for calling, Annie. Yes, we've been listening to the conversation. We are asking folks, why do you think money is such a sensitive topic? And then, should financial conversations be more open, or are some things better kept private? The last one is, what's one money lesson you wish you had learned earlier in life? You can, talk about any one of these or all of these. What do you have?
Okay, so I do agree with what Patrick said earlier that it depends on who you're talking to, right?
Not Patrick.
Yes,
So, for
yes,
Not
example,
Patrick.
yes.
Not Patrick, please.
so for example, right, like if you're in a relationship or like a marriage, right, having money conversation could be very difficult, right?
Right.
In Nigeria, right? So I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like the amount of money you have will determine the level of respect you get. So it's tied to like your upbringing, the mistakes you make, or the goals you set.
Right.
And sometimes I guess it's kind of like an insecurity for some people. So I see why it could be difficult. But then I feel like to a point, it's also good to talk about it. Of course, with certain people, not everybody,
Right.
because then like, what if you're like truly struggling, right? And then the person you're trying to explain to doesn't really know that. I guess coming to like a common ground with that explanation kind of, I guess, makes
Right.
things easier or better,
Right.
So I think it depends on who you're talking to, right? It could be private or it could be open.
That makes
So
sense.
yeah.
So do you think we should, have more money conversations in the open, or do you think, some things are better kept private?
To be honest, it depends, but then I feel like it's something good to talk about for educational purposes and not from like a personal level,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Interesting. So the
Yeah.
final one, what's one money lesson you wish you had learned earlier in life?
To be honest, I'm not sure, but I guess maybe not investing or like learning how to invest.
Okay.
That's the lesson I guess I
Okay.
wish I learned earlier. But yeah,
That's amazing. That's amazing. And where are you calling us from this morning?
Concord.
Oh, Concord. Oh, come
Wow.
on. Interesting. Come on, one time for Annie. Yes, have a good rest of your day, Annie, and thank you for listening and for joining the conversation, Annie. Have a good rest of your day.
She said in the
You
chat.
too, bye.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Bye bye. Yes, so before we get to the chat, because the chat is buzzing, I wanted to mention how in Nigeria, chances are most of the time you're paid by the end of the month. Most people are paid monthly.
You're
Mhm.
But
salaried.
right.
Yeah.
But here, most people are paid bi-weekly. It's a
Mhm.
whole difference in and
No,
of
no,
itself.
the conversation was about hourly or
I'm
not.
getting to
Oh,
that
okay,
though.
sorry.
But even with hourly or not, you're still paid here. It's more specified more often than not how much you get paid by the hour. That's why the how many hours you work is such a big deal here. Oh, I'm working this many hours.
So I
You know.
don't entirely agree with you, but we can go on.
Yes,
break.
yes,
When we
yes.
get
This is
back.
Awesome Radio Network. The time seems to be running, but yes, we'll be back right after the break. Don't touch that dial. Boom.
The AI Training Academy continues for week 3, Monday, January 19th. Did you know you can use AI technology to create cartoon characters of yourself for advertising and promoting your brand? And you can even use your own voice. Contact Stephanie to learn more. 252-367-5760. The AI Training Academy will be both in person and virtual. You will need your laptop, tablet, or your cell phone for the hands-on learning. For more information and to sign up, ask for Stephanie. 252-367-5760. That's 252-367-5760. Stephanie is waiting for your call. Thank you for listening to the Awesome Radio Network. Visit us online, awesomeradionetwork.org. Choose the station you would like to listen to on the radio dial or online. Awesome Radio.
Yes, thank you for joining us. This is Pitt Perspectives live on Awesome Radio Network, 107.5 FM, 1570 AM, WECU. Yes, and we are broadcasting on WNOS, 1450 AM, 102.3 FM out in New Bern. Yes, thank you for joining us. Hey, we're talking about money. So, let me just get through that and then we go to the chat. So what I was trying to say basically was how, yes, the culture here, the perception of money has changed since being in the US. That was the whole point I was trying to make, and how that matters. And you would know this. I wouldn't say the most important thing, but one of the most important things you can give a Nigerian is money. Just because it helps them, purchase whatever thing they want to purchase. Down here, you realize that because of the whole thing, time is money here.
Absolutely.
You see what I mean? So much more than you would consider it there. So there is a time value to money here, much more than like back home. So, which is why if you're trying to engage someone in a job or something, chances are, how many hours is it going to take? If you're calling maybe someone to do something, okay, this is for 2 hours, this is for this many hours. So it helps. And I think the culture too and media has influenced that perception, the idea of a credit card, for instance, the idea that you can buy something and get on a payment plan, that whole thing too. Even with me, I still don't find it. And then for some of us too, maybe who haven't had that whole credit system thing growing up, it feels to be like an opportunity for money, but then you realize quickly that that's a trap. You see what I mean? So there are all these different ways to answer your question, Denishika. Yes, my perception personally of money has changed since being here, and I think the culture and media has sort of influenced that perception.
So I think I agree with you on like most of the things you said now.
I mean, you don't have to, but
no.
I'm just saying.
I'm not sure. If I don't agree, I'm going to say I don't agree.
Whatever.
Yeah, you should know me by now. If I don't agree, I will tell you I don't agree. But yeah, actually, I agree with you because talking about things like credit,
it's not something we have.
Thing back home. What else? There was something else you mentioned. I was like, yeah, that's true. I can't remember it right now. But you said a couple of other things that kind of actually make sense because back home those things were not things that we really
I mean, money being such a big thing, here you get a birthday, you have a birthday and people write you cards and it's such a big deal, but like back home you could write cards, but I mean if you send someone money it makes a huge impression. I mean my birthday is on Tuesday. I like cards too. And I like money too.
So I think that in addition to that, to be fair on, back home, to be fair,
I know you will.
Is the fact that the value of money back home is not as much as it is here, and I'll tell you what I mean. So when you work for money here and you get paid, you know that what you are getting paid is more substantial compared to the effort you put into
it's also because that's also because you're paid a time value for the money too. But go ahead.
So I'm not even talking about the time value. I'm going currency now.
Right.
The currency itself is more valuable than say back home, for example. So people have to do much
work.
more
Okay,
work to earn something
yeah, okay, I see
substantial
what you
than
mean.
say here.
Right,
So that's why a lot of people, if you give them money, you are saving them. For example, I don't want to mention them, but if you give someone maybe certain amount of money, you might
Just
have
say
saved,
something. Let's
you might have
converse it.
saved the person an entire day of work.
Say
Unlike
an amount.
here, where the person is going to earn that money maybe in an hour.
Right.
Do you understand?
Right.
So the money you earn, say an hour here, you probably take you maybe 5 hours or even 6 or even more to earn that same amount back home. So when you give someone money back home, it means a whole lot. Because to start with, even the currency itself is not as strong as what we have here. Do you understand? So you get, so that's
why
why
is throwing Nigeria under the bus.
no,
but-
it's,
messing
that's
with you.
one thing I would never do. I love my country so much, and I always defend my country. But I'm just saying, like, this is facts now. It's public knowledge, right? So the dollar is probably one of the strongest currencies in the world. So you know that makes a lot of difference.
Well, yes. So Denishika, yes, to answer your question, yes, our perception would still love to hear from you. We have Letitika B in the chat. Yes. Talking about personal finances is hard because money is tied to emotions.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree. Shame, privacy, upbringing, and fear of judgment. Many people weren't taught how to discuss it and worry they'll be judged. Agree 100%. Yes, Denishika says, if I could tell my younger self anything, it would be to save. Yes, life happens. Be prepared. No amount is too small. Don't eat and wear your money away. It's okay to say no. That is interesting. Yeah, you want to
this
say
thing
something?
that Denishika said now is like one of, and I'm going to say it the way I was going to say it.
Yeah.
It's one of the biggest money lessons I've learned in recent times. Because you're
So,
asking about if there is one
what's
money
one?
lesson you thought, is the fact that money compounds and no amount
Everything
is too
compounds, but
small.
yeah.
But like for me, it used to be like, I'll just give an example. Say if something goes for $5, and I'm like, I don't really need it that much, but it's just $5. I'll
Right.
pay.
Right.
But I'm beginning to learn now that that's just $5 today. It's just $3 tomorrow.
Right.
It's just $2 next tomorrow.
Right.
By the time you look at the end of the month, that's like $100
Right.
already.
You compare everything.
But like
compounds.
before, now, I used to be like, how much is it? It's just $2. Okay, I'll let it go.
Right.
Did you get? But more recently, I'm beginning to learn that you see those 2, 3, 5, those little. In fact, as little as sometimes 1 point or 0.99 points, whatever is compounding.
I've been collecting coins, bro. I have a thing where I collect
I think
coins.
that's the biggest money lesson I've learned.
Bro,
more
like
recently,
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've been collecting coins. yes. The last time, I wasn't even paying attention. Like when they hand you those coins, you like take it and all. Until I hit the thing and I had to bring out my arsenal. Bro, I counted. I think the other time I had like. Well, let me not say it. I had enough to get something, and I felt proud about myself. That okay,
eventually
I would have because think about it. Sometimes I've had cases where I like, hey, keep the change because I felt like, what do I need this, the coins for? But recently, man has been a coin collector, But yes, saving, and then it's interesting too when you compare this back home, how for a lot of people who, like you said, you have to do so much work to earn little. Sometimes it's difficult to save because if you're saving for rainy day and every day is a rainy day,
it's rainy every day.
It becomes challenging, But yes, saving is a very big deal. And then some people will tell you too that you can't get rich from saving, that it's from investing. But I mean, you gotta survive first. So I mean, even the psychology of it too, knowing that you have something stashed away for rainy day, I think it sort of puts you at rest some. But I can also see how shame, like I think Letitika B said, money is tied to emotions,
identity, even sometimes.
Yep, especially here where like the system knows you. You can't run away from your debts. I didn't realize this, bro. Some people have their credit card debts that runs into like the tens of thousands. Which is a whole big deal to deal with. People have personal loans or even student loans to deal with. So it's such a very interesting thing. So yes, we still want to hear from you. It's still 252-756-2008. So yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. I haven't answered Tanishka's question.
okay,
If my perception has changed since coming to the US. And
don't lie, yo.
what do you mean by that? So
I'm just saying.
it has changed. For the most part, when it comes to spending. Well, for me, it's different because I hadn't really worked back home. Like I literally
Yeah.
got out of high school, graduated, and left for
Bro,
the
you're a
US.
kid though.
So,
Please go ahead.
so
I don't mean that in a
my
bad
first
way.
my
His
first
bad
like
side.
hourly paid work was actually here, like
Oh,
on
really?
college. Yeah,
That's
because back home I
interesting.
only like I didn't work like fully
Mama, thank
paid.
you.
It was like
Mm.
it was like maybe a month or two that I actually got paid for work, and wasn't like like work. It was just like work kind of. So here's like officially work, employed, signing contracts and all that.
Yeah.
So it's actual work. And so the one thing I learned is like I'm one person that likes to save a lot.
Oh, you do?
Like I prefer not to spend. I'd rather save than spend.
Mm.
And but that has changed since I got here.
Now you're spending
And
more.
yes, and I think
Bruh.
Because you have
AY
more money now. Big man.
Yeah, it's that too.
no, because
I
AY
mean, now you're working, so you have more money.
no, but like I'm more I can spend like I'm more likely to spend now than before. And the one thing that I'm learning is credit. I remember my dad telling me that credit is very important, blah blah blah. But I didn't really see, he was always talking about let's go to maybe ShopRite or Mr. Price or these are stores in South Africa that,
Right.
and then buy stuff off credit and we pay them after because we're building a credit score.
So you don't have credit system
Yeah,
back
yeah,
in South
A
Africa.
credit score is very important because when you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, you want to buy.
Do you all have
anything.
that in Nigeria?
No, we
too?
don't. We don't. We don't. In fact, there is a huge stigma on credit. In fact, I had to unlearn that.
Yeah, that's a
So
big stigma on credit.
that was one of the things I was like, oh yes, I now agree with
Well,
you
it's
guys. It
interesting.
has changed for
Yes.
me.
So in Nigeria, I think credit is mostly like on a personal thing.
Yes.
So
Or
like
borrowing
buy
money,
today,
yeah.
pay
Yes, you're
tomorrow,
borrowing
and all,
money,
or
yes.
borrowing money. Yes. So it has to be more personal than anything.
And then we have bank loans, which are
loan sharks.
then there are loan
really.
sharks too.
Yep,
So
the
there's all
whole-
of that. So
Yep.
in Nigeria, credit is like, oh no.
Yep,
If you're in
because
debt,
it's
you-
tied to
yeah.
that whole price
stress
thing
you out,
of
bro.
feeling. I mean, there's a ton of shame associated with not being able to pay your stuff, which is why in some stores you see no credits today.
Come tomorrow.
Come tomorrow. Yeah, that's a whole thing. But yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I just
Okay.
wanted to say something about the
Okay.
credit thing. I think the
Okay.
difference in why there is a bit of shame to credit in Nigeria is the fact that here it counts to something. So there is a credit score.
There's
you're
a
trying
whole
to
system
build.
around
Do you
it,
understand?
yeah,
It counts for. So when
Right.
when you take credit here, you are building something. When you take credit in Nigeria, you're not building anything.
But the thing too is
You
here.
get-
But the thing too here is if part of when you keep borrowing and collecting pay and your balance, your credit
You're
card
paying
balance.
back. for
No,
sure.
no, I mean you're paying minimum payments, and because you've paid, you've taken. So the only way you're building, I heard, I mean, correct me, someone call in and correct me if I'm wrong. But the only way you're building credit is if the balance,
Yes,
is not
yes,
so
it's
much.
not so much, yeah.
You're always paying and all that. But
Yeah.
if you're taking credit, and
And
then
you're just taking no.
and then
that's-
you're
that's going to
building
hurt your credit
it's
score.
right. So
actually.
that's the thing too. So,
Yeah,
but I
it's going to
think
hurt your credit score.
I think as a whole, credit there's a whole system here.
Yes,
But the shame now comes from the complications of being in debt, whereby sometimes you can't even rent a house because or get a loan or
Yes.
get a
Practically
car.
can't do anything.
Right, because you have bad
If you have
credit.
bad
It's
credit,
a
yeah.
whole different thing, going on. But yeah,
Yes,
Gen
yes.
Z.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as big a thing as it is here. I mean, it's a thing, but it's not. I think America is on a way larger scale.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Like Trevor Noah said, I think I showed AY
Your favorite
skits.
person in the world.
Yes, my favorite comedian. Like he mentioned that in America, credit is everything. Like back home, there's credit, but then it's fine if you don't have credit. If you can afford it, you can get
Can
it.
get it, yeah.
But here, it's not about if you can afford it.
Yeah.
It's about
Always the
history.
score.
It's about what can you do. Are you a reliable person? And we don't want you to be a customer for once. We want you to be a long-term customer. And for us to achieve that, you need to have a good credit score.
Right.
So the one thing that I'm learning is to have a credit card which I still don't have, but I need to get soon.
Please don't.
No, I have
Gotta
to.
get
I have
it
to
too.
build my credit score. How?
Bro,
Better go
that's
and
a
get it.
scam.
It's not a scam. Do you
Gotta
have a
get
credit
it.
card?
I wish I
Hmm.
didn't.
Do you have a credit?
I wish I didn't. What does
Actually,
that tell you?
go and get it
Yeah.
today.
So
What
you
does
can
that tell you?
imagine me. Imagine my credit score in 10 years time.
That's not well. Or it's not
But
like
that's
I'm
not-
going to say anything that changes your mind.
Okay.
No, like
But
I know.
that thing is crushing me. But
So
yeah,
I think what helps
Can't say anything.
is don't spend what you don't have.
which is difficult.
Yeah.
Which is difficult.
But if
too.
you didn't have the card, you won't spend the money.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's the
So you
point.
have
So
to
the
learn
moment
to,
you
yeah.
get the card, there's
It's
always
telling
that.
you- it's
No, I
telling you
mean,
spend
no,
me.
no, no, no. Because think about it.
$4,000.
Because think about it. If you had money, if you even had cash, right, and
Yeah.
you have to decide between spending that your cash and putting it on a credit card, chances are you would want to put it on a credit card. So there is always that because you want to keep more of your own money. That's how it starts, and then if you didn't, they didn't, But the moment you have it, there is always that pressure. But yeah, someone should reach out and let us know if it's a good thing for Patrick to get a credit card or not. But yeah,
So,
Please don't bother yourselves.
you're gonna get it, right?
But
Yes.
anyways, another part of it that we kind of didn't touch much is the identity aspect of it.
Right.
Why people's identity is tied to money. I don't know how much of that happens around here, but I know back home it's actually
It's a big deal. Yeah, it's a big
here,
deal,
maybe
big deal.
maybe
I
maybe
think
not as
Annie, one
much.
of the callers mentioned that to how like
Yes.
you're respected for like
For
how
and
much.
I think it's an anomaly. And I'm saying this because money is your identity cannot be tied to money. So the thing is, and I've said this, and I think we had an episode where we talked about money is not
Right,
everything,
right.
and I said I
Right.
believe that money is not everything, and people came for me. But the truth is, I think I'm in a very good place to say that, because if my identity is tied to money,
Okay.
then I'm going to be, do I have money? So if my identity is actually tied to how much I have, bro, I'm going to be a nobody.
So
outrightly.
it's not exactly like that. That's one way to look at it. But when you unpack it, it's basically about how back home you need to be able to solve your problems and the
Okay.
problems of the people you love, right? And if you don't have the ability to solve those problems, it puts you in a very weird position. There is always that struggle. There is always all that. Now, think about also how in a lot of places back home, and I hate to say this, there are more people that don't have than there are
those who
people
have.
that do have.
I agree with
And I mean, like, basic, for a lot of people, they have to figure out, struggle to feed or have to really think about spending money that they don't have. So it makes to be that for a ton of people, being able to have that money and solve problem is a big deal. Now, if there are people who are able to solve that problem, it's just like poverty too is an identity.
So,
You
so
know.
the reason why I personally think that it's important to make sure you separate your identity from how much
Okay.
you have is because, especially from coming from where we come from, where
Right.
a lot of people don't have money,
Right.
is the fact that what you do not have today is, first of all, it's not a permanent situation.
Okay.
The fact that you are in a journey of growth and you are building to something
Okay.
already gives you that probability that at some point you're going to break through or
Bro,
break even.
poverty is tiring.
Wait,
man.
I'm guessing at something
Okay.
that you're going to break through at
Right.
some point. Now, if your identity is already tied to that idea of money, by the time you eventually get, and that's why you see people, there's something they call in local parlance in Nigeria, money misroad,
Right.
which means somebody is rich but
Doesn't
is-
have
is-
character.
doesn't have
and all
character,
of
it
those
just
things.
misbehaves. That thing is largely tied to the fact that people's identity is tied to money. So when they did not have that money, their personality was off, was useless.
Right.
So when the money came, it takes time to build character.
So-
you can't just say, now that I have money, I'm going to change who I am.
No, so
The poverty mindset is
I get,
there,
I get,
even
I
when
get,
there's
I get
money
what,
in the
I
bank
get what, I
account.
get
don't know
what,
if you get
I
what
get
I'm
what
trying
you're
to say.
saying. I get what
Yes.
you're saying. I'm trying to like explain how because money is tied to status,
Yes.
back home. Like here, there are other markers of status.
Which shouldn't be.
You know,
That's what I'm saying. That's
that
why I say
right, but the
it's an
reason,
anomaly.
it is because I mean, again, think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You know,
Mhm.
basic needs and all that. And if you haven't solved your basic needs, it's difficult to move on to any other thing else.
Yes.
You know, so it's difficult for a lot of people. So say for instance, yeah, when you talk about, oh, if you don't have money here now, you know, you are working towards something. That's because you're here. For a good number of people back home who are struggling on something, chances are they don't even, it's difficult to.
I just came here less than 3 years ago. I have lived all my life in Nigeria.
No, no,
I
no,
worked in
just
Nigeria. I
right.
faced that system. So I'm not talking from a place of privilege.
No, I mean, maybe not
I
privilege,
faced,
but
I worked,
convenience
I
too.
worked that system for years, and I know what it feels like. So,
But not
and
everybody has the
during that,
opportunities you
during that,
did, though.
no,
To,
which opportunity did I have? Anyways, we get
no,
that's
it's
sorry
an
for earning.
opportunity. Being
Dur-
here is an
During
opportunity,
that
though.
period of time,
Right.
I did not lose who I was. I enter any room, my shoulder is up,
Now
my
you are the anomaly.
like I am who I am any day, whether there's money in my account or not. That doesn't count for anything. And that is the reason why even when I have money, sometimes you don't even know the difference because
Yes.
I'm who I am whether I have
Yes,
or not.
yes. We're still live on Awesome Radio Network. This conversation is getting heated, but we'll be back after the break. Don't
So
touch
wrap
the
up
dial.
Thank you for listening to the Awesome Radio Network. Visit us online, awesomeradionetwork.org. Choose the station you would like to listen to on the radio dial or online. Awesome Radio.
Yes, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, it's been an amazing show. This is Awesome Radio Network, and this is Pitt Perspectives. Yes, we have some comments on the chat. You want to read that, Patrick? You've been
Yeah,
asleep.
we have me and Victor have been asleep. We planning before spending money is key.
Start. There's the comments before then.
Oh yeah, everyone needs to have discipline in the use of money.
Who drops the
Oh
comment?
yeah, Ngozi Ihuka says everyone needs to have discipline in the use of money. Reckless spending has a negative consequence.
Yeah.
Planning
Okay.
before spending. She also goes to say planning before spending money is the key.
Rob?
There is need for investment or savings, no matter how little. It has a long time benefit.
Well, that makes sense too. So one of the things I learned from Dr. Z's development economic class, and I didn't realize this, was that poverty affects the way you think.
Absolutely.
Because you can't think about tomorrow. You are stuck on trying to survive today.
Yeah.
You know, which again, if you even extrapolate, it affects, you know, think about how we're talking about like back home where a ton of people don't have. You can only think about today. Yeah,
Continue,
yeah.
because
Patrick is allergic
you have
to.
time.
But yes, I don't want us to get right down into this rabbit hole. But I mean, it makes for a very interesting conversation. I'm thinking. So I say all that to say that even being able to plan or to save is a privilege on some level for a lot of
Yes,
people
yes.
because they don't even have enough to solve their problems too.
I have a friend who believes that I don't know if he has changed that mindset
Right.
now, but he believes that like that idea of you can't save your way to wealth. That
Right.
that instead of being too focused on saving money, focus more on making more money. That's his own belief.
But
That's his belief.
that makes
He's-
sense
he's,
too.
He's always
Yeah,
saying
but I
things like,
mean,
you have to work to make more money. Like be more concerned about making more money
Right.
than on saving what you
I
have.
agree. I agree with that song too. Because I mean, think about it. It's
He's here, yeah.
yeah. I mean, there is some
So
wisdom in that.
so there is a level that you of earning that you cannot save. Don't let us deceive ourselves. There's a see. I also have that belief that there is a level of earning that you cannot save, and
Talk to me. Come out and talk to me directly.
unfortunately, that's where a lot of people back home are. Where, like you said, what is on your mind is let me even survive today.
Bro, some
So
people
sometimes when
even,
I watch videos and people are saying you have to save money. I'm like,
bro,
there's
it's
some
high.
people that don't even have money to eat. They are talking about saving what?
See what I mean? I mean, just like here, for instance, there are folks who have to rely on like, you know, what's it called?
Paycheck to paycheck.
Not even
Food
paycheck to pay,
stamps.
food stamps, for instance, to do stuff and all that. You know, it's not easy Because
Yeah.
think about it, you have to solve financial planning is key.
Yeah.
You know, I guess where the planning comes in is in being able to, I guess, delegate the however little to the most important things. Because sometimes people spend money on wants and not needs, right? But at the end of the day, if you don't even have enough to begin with, even that becomes, problematic because you're thinking about, really basic survival things.
Yeah, just to chip into that to what you just said, that is where the idea of building character comes in. And like Ngozi Ihuka just said in the chats, financial wisdom is very important to everyone because our earnings are different. So the fact that you cannot save yet doesn't mean that you should not, quote unquote, build that character of understanding what savings is, the importance of savings, the importance of investments, the importance of all of these things.
Bro.
I don't have money to do it yet. There was a time that, what am I even saying? Which time? Last year, I downloaded this investment app where they allow you to trade with virtual money. It's not real money, just
Right.
for you to learn.
Right.
So, and I was trading
Right.
with the fake money they gave me.
Right.
Like, I didn't have money to trade or invest at the
Right.
time, but I just wanted to.
Bro,
kind of-
that's a luxury too, but yeah, go ahead.
How is it a luxury? They didn't
Bro,
give me.
folks
It
back
was
home, if you're
$0.
thinking about he's talking about like.
So that's what I'm
Okay, go
saying.
ahead.
That's what I'm saying. So the idea that you don't have money does not stop you from doing some things. For example, learning what savings means, learning what investment is. I don't have money to trade, but there is
But you have
there is
food
a
to eat.
there is a platform. Wait, chill. There is a platform where they allow you to trade. You don't have to pay anything. They just give you money. They're not giving you the
What's
money.
platform?
Is it we? I've forgotten. It's we something. I've forgotten the name now. So I mean, it's more than one. Just Google it. They'll give you the different.
Okay.
So they will give you. For example, they can give you $1,000. Funny enough, you can even choose how much you want. They just give you the money and you start trading. They're not collecting anything from you. You're not giving them anything. It's just for
Right.
you to see. You are losing money, but you're not losing real money.
Right. We're
Yeah.
running out of time. Just to round this up, man. It's been an interesting conversation as always, and we have some events in the upcoming community
Oh, yeah,
events. You wanna read that, Patrick?
Yeah, we have the public is invited to the 29th annual Community Unity Breakfast presented by the City of Greenville, ECU Health, Nutrition. Okay, it's a long
And yeah.
Nutrient and
Yeah.
Reimage Church. And then this event has to be held on.
This event is held in commemoration of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, to celebrate and expand diversity initiatives in Greenville and Pitt County. Brian Flood, the COO of ECU Health and president of ECU Health Medical Center, will deliver the keynote address. The location
Is at ECU's Murphy Center, and the date is January 19th, and the time is 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Yes, 7:30 to 9 a.m. The annual 29th annual community unity breakfast. Yes, our inspiration for the week. AY, do you want to take that?
Okay, so for our weekly inspiration, silence doesn't protect us.
Yes.
Understanding does.
Understanding
Sharp.
does. That's our time for today. Yes,
Any
thank you for tuning in.
final words from Patrick?
That's the most. How does that inspiration tie to?
Yeah, I mean silence about money and all that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we
Like
talked about.
understanding,
Have you
knowing
been
what.
sleeping?
So
No, like it was not.
well, my own final thoughts would be that when it comes to money, don't tie your identity to money.
Which is
I
not
mean,
an easy
do
thing to
not,
do
do
too,
not.
because again, because of how big a deal money is.
My own is
and,
just spend wisely.
yes.
At
It's
the end
my,
of the day, the day's gonna end.
yes, it's my birthday on Tuesday. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
See you next week.